Are you looking for a mountain view home that's ranch style in the Anthem Highlands community of Broomfield? This might be the home for you. Priced way under $1 million, ranch style home in Anthem Highlands. That's almost impossible to find in Anthem Highlands, Anthem Reserve, or baseline communities. They very rarely come up with mountain views, especially for this price, way under $1 million. So I'm gonna have you guess the price, and there's two things I want you to look out for in this property tour. One is I'm gonna do an honest assessment of the floor plan here. This was built by Standard Pacific back in 2015. I know the community better than almost anybody else who's ever stepped foot in this community. I've helped over 350 families move successfully, love the journey, and love the home they're in. Anyways, I'm gonna do an honest pros and cons list, so stick around. Honest pros and cons, that means that not only the home, but the floor plan and the community as a whole as well. So stick around and let's jump straight into things. As always, I'd like to start with a little bit of an overview of the community. So right behind that home, there's a pocket park. I'm gonna cut and jump straight into what that park looks like, but I want you to look at how the trees are starting to get mature here. And I just love the community. So again, here in Anthem Highlands, it's very rare for a single level home to come up that has mountain views. Most of the time, these ones are selling for around 1.3 to 1.7 million plus, especially in the Anthem Reserve area. There aren't single level homes with views, but there are two-story homes with views. So here, let's check this one out. The reason for the price on this one is the updates are more builder grade, and it's just under 5,000 square feet instead of that 7,000 or 8,000 square feet that a lot of people are looking for. So right when you walk in, you've got this nice open area, full bathroom, and a bedroom here. This is great for guests, very private. I like the way they positioned this specific home because directly across, you've got the fence line between the homes, and you've got a tree right here, creating a lot of privacy. And again, I'm going to be pointing things out that I would be telling every single home buyer. If you're looking to buy a home in the area, go back to my page, go back to my bio, send me a message on a home you found, or a community or a city that you're interested in, and I'll get you the entire honest breakdown in comparison of that with everything else. So we've got a nice full bathroom here. Again, nothing fancy in this home. It's just well built and well positioned. Coat closet. Again, we're still right next to the front door. So I'll go back to the front door here, just so you have another perspective on what's happening. I love the transom. That's what those windows, those high windows above something are called. It's called a transom. What they do is they allow a ton of extra light to come in. So here we've got formal dining. I would not suggest carpet on a formal dining room, but that's very cheap to swap out to laminate or try to match the wood that's in the rest of the home. So we do have access to the kitchen, which is really cool. And out that whole side of the house is where the view is. But before we get there, I do want to hook a left. So we do have upstairs laundry, which is where the primary bedroom is located. We have garage here, nothing fancy, normal garage. We're gonna go ahead and skip that for this video. And we've got another bedroom here. That first one's a little smaller. A lot of people use it as an office in the community or a kid's playground. But this room's good size. This is, I would say, about 10 by 9.5. High ceilings, which Standard Pacific in this Anthem Highlands area is known for. And here you've got the primary, so I'll show you this full bathroom as well. Again, nothing fancy, just very well built. A lot of homes in the community that do have the original finishes from Standard Pacific, they've kept up really, really well. Like you can even see, even the faucet, the sink, the cabinets, everything's kept up really well in the community here. These were extremely well built. The last one on the street that I built, or sorry, I didn't build one, but the last one on the street here on Prospect Lane that I sold was just phenomenal. So people came out and did like a structural engineering test, even though there were no signs of shifting under the home, and it had not moved. Like the way they built these homes here it's second to none. Anyhow, let's check this out real quick here, just so you have an idea of the full floor plan. Again, just kind of a linen closet across from the laundry here. I'm gonna pull back, we're gonna go this way and check out the kitchen. The kitchen's really cool, but also those views, they're kind of washed out now. I'll adjust the camera settings in just a minute here. And then that basement, oh my goodness, that basement is amazing. So what I like about this floor plan is how giant this space is and how much extra. What I like is how big and open this space is, also with how much extra room we've got right here. So as people are gathering, you have bar stools here. They're only gonna come out, you know, maybe to where that wall is. And that's bigger than your standard 36-inch hallway. That's probably about a 4.5 foot wide hallway. So you still have enough space for 2 people to be walking by, somebody to be sitting at a chair, hanging out, people in the kitchen cooking, and just look at the cabinet space. It just keeps going and going and going and going. I'll give you a perspective backwards in a moment, but I do want to show you dining and pantry here. So this comes back to the dining room. And then right here, we've got a big walk-in pantry. Almost every floor plan in the entire Anthem Highlands community has a large pantry. So here, look at this. It's just wide open here. And I like how there's a little bit of separation between the living space and the kitchen here. So you've got just tons of workspace here behind us, as well as a really big living space, but it's not all one just giant open room. However, it still does stay open there. So here, let's go check out that view. I love this view here. It's a little hazy today, so you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm gonna have to zoom and adjust the lighting. But again, so anytime we're looking at the mountainside of Anthem Highlands baseline communities, we're looking generally in the west direction. So that's gonna be dead west, but that's probably gonna be dead west. So sunsets are gonna be all right here over the mountains. Here, let me zoom in and adjust that lighting so you can see up there. So you're gonna have sunsets over the mountains every single day of the year. Now here in Broomfield, on average, it only snows 11 to 12 days a year. From a historical perspective, I'm gonna zoom back out here. So not that much. And when it does snow, it only sits on the ground on average for 2.5 days. So you're not gonna have a whole lot of snow sitting on the ground here in Broomfield. So check out the kitchen again, it's just massive. That basement though is amazing. Hey, if you made it this far, give me a thumbs up, give me a like. It helps my page so much and I appreciate it. Honestly, it's right there, it takes 2 seconds and I would really, really appreciate you for it. So here, check this out. This is gonna be the primary, and they set up the primary in this specific ranch style home to have a giant, just a huge walk-in shower here. Pretty good sized walk-in closet. Here, let me show you this real quick. So it keeps going here and it keeps going behind me as well. Not a whole lot of space behind, it's more that direction where you find the extra space. Now that shower is massive. And then the views out here, we're gonna check that out, then we're going straight to the basement. This primary in this floor plan is quite giant. It feels like it's about 12 by 13 or maybe 12 and a half by 12 and a half, kind of right around there. Here, let's check out these views again. Again, there's always gonna be a big premium for homes with views. And I point these things out because I want people to know exactly what they're getting into now and for resale as well. Anytime you see views, there's gonna be a premium on the home to purchase it now. There's also going to be a premium on the home when you go to resell it. That right there is Long's Peak. Let's zoom back out. Hook around to the right. That yard's really cool, by the way. And let's go take a look. So here's the basement. Here's the walkout to the back patio. We're gonna get there after we go down to the basement. So if you remember in my other videos, what I've done is shown you how open these basements are, how usable they are. This one's done and it's just a completely clean slate. All right, let's get into the pros and cons while we're walking down here and checking out the basement of the community. Pros are, you've got 2 phenomenal schools right next to us. You've got Prospect Ridge Academy and Thunder Vista P through 8. So we go down to the basement, we take a right, look at this. Huge amounts of space, just massive space. They decided to put in a full bathroom down here. You could have a room here, a gym, an office. You can go back here, you can have more rooms. It's huge. Yeah, Standard Pacific did a fantastic job building out the basements in the community here. So did Pulte Homes within the Anthem Highlands. They built out a lot of the Anthem area and have just wide open giant basements. So we do have a bedroom down here as well. That's ready to go with a walk-in closet. And this one has what's called a walkout basement. So this is also going to be a premium for a home when you have what's called a walkout basement, meaning you can literally walk to the outside from the basement. You can walk outdoors. And here's what I mean. Let me back up real quick and show you about the rest of this. It's just a huge open space. Now we can't remove these posts. You could, it's just going to be very expensive to do because you're gonna have to reinforce all the way across over the custom beam. But this is a giant space. You can build 2 extra rooms, whole kitchenette, because you have all the hookups right there for that full bathroom. You can do just about anything you want because you've got all the sewer, the water, everything right there built in. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back upstairs, but as we go upstairs, what I want to get into is the cons about the community. One of the cons about the community is some of the homes, they don't have a fence between them. They really don't. Here's a good example. That did not come as standard when they were building the homes here. When you do have a fence, the community does restrict it. It's not necessarily a con, just kind of a neutral. And what they'll do is it has to look like this with the post, the 3 horizontal posts that you can kind of see there. Here, maybe over here we can see it better. There we go. The 3 horizontal posts. But what a lot of people do, just like the next door neighbors on that side did, is they put up some sort of chicken wire because they have dogs over there. So you can have dogs with those types of fences, but it does have to be that kind of fence you install between you and the neighbor's home. And some people want more of a 6-foot or 5-foot, more of a privacy style fence, which you're just not going to be able to get in the community here. However, when you get a home like this with views and nobody behind it, because you've got a road here, it's an internal road within the community, so it won't be too loud. Speed limit there is only 25 miles an hour, so cars aren't flying by either. When you have that type of a setup, what's going to happen is it's not going to be nearly as loud as a lot of others. Here, so as you're coming up here, see how I've just got tons of space between us and the kitchen here? So you could easily have somebody sitting there and not bump into them. Three last things I have to tell you about the area here. Number 1, well, before I get into it, like this. You made it this far, it helps my page so much, and follow because I've got so much more coming on different homes, floor plans, communities, community comparisons, city comparisons, floor plan comparisons, all of that. A ton of it's already back in my page, so go back to my page and follow it because there's so much there to help anybody looking to buy and sell real estate. All right, 3 things, here we go. Within 1 mile of this exact community here, you've got your King Soopers, which is your major supermarket. You've got Costco, you've got Home Depot, you've got your gas station, 7-Eleven, one of the better golf courses, which is Colorado National Golf Course. It's a public course literally right across the street from here. Now within 4 miles, you're gonna have Target, JCPenney, movie theaters, Topgolf, and just a ton more stuff going on. Right across the way, there's a true downtown going in the Baseline community, which is also right, it's one neighborhood across the way here, adjacent to Anthem Highlands. I think this is one of the best places you can invest your money and plant seeds. Number 2, here's why. This area right here has actually outperformed Boulder in terms of appreciation over the last 3 years running. Now, Boulder is one of the fastest appreciating areas in the entire state of Colorado. This has appreciated a little faster than that. Number 3, if you have kids, this is probably the area for you. You've got 2 of the better schools in the entire state of Colorado in terms of testing. They test both within the top 6 or 7% of all testing across elementary schools and middle schools across the Colorado state. So you have that, you have over 45 miles of trails, dozens of pocket parks. You have 3 reservoirs. One of them has a little dock and you can go fishing at it. You've got a rec center with 2 pools, water slide, basketball court, gym, rock climbing wall, jacuzzi. It's got a tennis court. It's got weights. It's got everything you need. It's got an events room that you can host birthday parties at. I've gone to birthday parties at that rec center and they do a great job of hosting and setting things up for everybody there. Anyhow, I've got a ton more coming. Follow this page, like this video, and I cannot wait to show you what's coming soon.